Following since last week, a shooting happening in the Palmetto area. We go to WTVA's Rebecca Butcher, who is live in Lee County with an update on that story.
Well, Daniela, usually how this process works, a suspect is charged, they face a judge in an initial appearance, and then they are given a bond. But in this 17-year-old suspect's case, Latavius Betts, who is still wanted here by Lee County authorities, well, his initial appearance for a murder charge, a felony, did not happen in the presence of a judge. He later was bonded out on a different crime. It's now left another family tonight without a loved one.
I was looking out the window. I thought it was my homeboy, but it wasn't. It was Latavius Betts and Lemur Strubs, because we got too many shots in our house for it to just be two people shooting.
Alvin Walton was in his grandmother's house when those fatal shots rang out last Friday. He was shot in the leg and says his hip was shattered. Latavius Betts, the suspect, was charged back in April for another murder, then brought to court for an aggravated assault. The sheriff says him being let out on bond prior to this most recent shooting is a serious lapse in the court process.
The previous charge of murder and him being out on bond should have been brought to the attention of the court, because the judge at that time and the district attorney's office could have been involved in petitioning the court to hold this individual without bond until court.
These documents were signed by Chief J.B. Long outside of the judge's and sheriff's presence. We tried reaching out to the chief, yet with no response. Meanwhile, the victim's family says the shooting had to do with money.
He tells me, I'm hearing that he said he owed some guys, and after that, I'm hearing my mom gave him the money to pay these guys, and he didn't give it to him, So they called and asked him, where was he at? He said it is mama's house.
Other family members I spoke with say that they want justice in their grandmother's slang, which could have all been avoided.
Obviously, Verona couldn't have been doing their job, because if they was doing their job and did the proper paperwork, he would have been gone.
That was my grandmother, and I loved her. I miss everything about her. I can't get her back.
And Betts, of course, is still wanted by authorities. They've been looking for him since this latest deadly drive-by shooting in the Palmetto community. They say that he is armed and dangerous. They say if you have any information, you're urged to contact their department immediately. We're live tonight in Tupelo. I'm Rebecca Butcher, WTVA 9 News.